tag me in, 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 tag me in. What's up, everybody? This is your host, Candace, and my co-host, Shayna, with another episode of Sisterly Love.
Ooh. Hello, everyone. It's so good to see y'all. Well, be back. I hope you guys enjoyed the Facebook Live video that we did last episode. I think we're going to keep doing this. So if you have not already liked our page, Sisterly Love Podcast on Facebook, then you probably should, because you'll get to actually see us live and in color. And you can even comment or share with those around you. We'll try to find a more consistent time frame. That way we can always say, hey, we're going to Facebook Live. Or if we don't do that, then we'll at least try to let you know in advance we're going to do this.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into our first segment. Can we do that?
Remember when? I remember everything. I remember when. Hey, side note before you go into that, my voice, if you guys haven't been able to notice already, is a little bit raspier right now. Bear with me. Thankfully, I'm able to sing all these alto parts. I actually sang alto at church for praise and worship, and I was able to hit every note. So that's just me.
Yeah, my voice is hoarse too. I wasn't able to sing on stage today, but I sang from my seat, and I allowed the Lord to
as well. You should be singing from your seat. Praise God. So what's the remember when?
All right, so I remember when for today. I have actually a couple. One that I already mentioned to you about. You remember when we were much younger? We go to Disney World and we would collect those cartoon cups. Stephen had the Tasmanian Devil one.
Did I have Bugs Bunny?
I think I was the Bugs Bunny. You may have had Tweety Bird or something like that.
Okay.
But anyway, because this is the holiday season, we're celebrating Thanksgiving in a couple of days. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to the real big meals. You feel me? Turkey, ham, dressing, macaroni, and cheese. Got them turnip greens, and you know I'm about to eat. I don't know. I was finna rap.
Do you remember that when we first started this podcast, it was right after Thanksgiving?
Yes. And our first episode was something in dry
Cajun turkey and dry dressing.
Yeah, and I was shading a lot of family on that episode, so we deleted it. But because it's the holiday season, a lot of people like to skip over Thanksgiving and jump to Christmas.
That's so disrespectful.
And I don't like that, because
so disrespectful.
Thanksgiving has the best food, because Christmas people try to do like the unconventional stuff, which is cool. Like, you know, they do like the Christmas ham and stuff, and that's cool. But Thanksgiving has the really good food. But anyway, I saw this on Facebook not too long ago, and I don't know if y'all can see this, but it's kind of part of my remember when too. It says, do you remember these little, what are these called? Socks? What are these called? Like for Christmas, the stockings, your Christmas stockings. Y'all remember those that used to hang, but they were made of like net material, and you could see through them, and all the nasty candy was inside of them.
Yes, I said it makes me nauseous. I actually don't want to look at it.
So anyway.
But you're talking about Christmas and it's Thanksgiving. I just want to say, you guys, please just don't be disrespectful to Thanksgiving. Just give it its due time and purpose. And it's here for a reason. Let's be thankful. And let's not forget about...
Jesus is the reason.
That's Christmas.
For the season.
We're going to move right along. Right along. So, Candace, we were actually talking about this the other day. And I thought it'd be so great for us to talk about it on the podcast. But you were just talking about the importance of prioritizing.
Get your house.
And we may have talked about this before or mentioned it in some type of way on here, but I prioritize.
Girl, it don't matter. We're going to talk about it today. Let me give you a word. No, I'm just kidding. Let me stop playing. Prioritizing is very important, as you all know. But I have had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. When I look around. Okay, let me stop playing. No, prioritizing is important. And that's something that I have struggled with frequently before, is prioritizing things like, well, the things that matter. Like as a teacher, you have to prioritize your lesson plannings. Are you preparing to are you preparing how you should be preparing for each day of your classroom? Or prioritizing, yes, your practice plans. But more importantly than the everyday stuff, I'm in a place right now where I don't understand all the things that I'm going through. But no, let me stop playing.
So back to like just prioritizing in general. Woo! All right. You were talking about, though, how you had everything going on that day, and you were just saying that you knew the gist of it all was because you hadn't prioritized. Mm-hmm. Kind of go into a little bit of like what was going on that day.
It was hell and high water. Drowning in shit. What? Let me stop playing now, but for real. Like, have you ever just had like a long day? Like, things were just difficult. Like, and you knew your day was kind of thrown off because you didn't follow like your routine. Maybe you didn't spend your time in your devotion like you usually do. Maybe you didn't pray that morning, and you just feel the heaviness of your day. Somebody always needing something, somebody wanting something. It's like you're constantly pouring yourself out to somebody, or people are constantly tugging on you for this, and that. And you find yourself like drained because what do you want, baby?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I was like, I had to go in the mic. What? I don't know. You're really messing these things up. Okay, so anyway, reason why I wanted you to bring up talking about priority was because, let me just help her out, y'all. She was just talking about how there was so much going on that day, and she knew it was because there was a lack of prioritizing. And it just made me think about how sometimes we just wake up in the morning and we just go. We don't think about what we want our day to look like, or the things that we know the things we have to do, and we know we're going to do them, but we haven't really set out goals or how we're going to accomplish that in a timely manner, like especially for people that have a really hectic work environment, that we know, okay, we have tasks at work and then we have tasks at home. Like example for me, I'm a new mom, and I know, okay, right now I'm really busy at work because I was gone for like 3 months on maternity leave. And so a lot of my stuff was not touched, and I have a deadline. I'm being constantly reminded that I have like 5 days, 4 days to get this finished. I need you to get this done. Okay, and now I'm a mom. I get home, I have to take care of my child. I have to feed, clothe, bathe, do all these things. I'm also a wife. I have to cook, make sure I spend time with my husband. I'm also my own person. Like, I like to do things. I like to do things for myself. The podcast is one of them. I also like to have a moment for myself, but I know I have all those things going on, and sometimes I found myself just getting up and going instead of actually prioritizing and think about what I want my day to look like. And when I've failed to do that, to stop and really set out a plan or a blueprint for my day, I realize that I sometimes get overwhelmed and it can be a little hectic. And I'm not saying that I should plan everything down to the T, because I used to do that and I would get stressed when the stuff didn't fall like I wanted it to in the time manner that I wanted it to. But just actually thinking, okay, today I want to accomplish this, or today I know I have this going on. How can I make sure I make this work with everything else that I have? And I just feel like, especially us as this new type of women we are, like we're go-getters, all of us. We don't believe in just being one facet of a woman. Like, we believe in doing all these things. We have our dreams, we have our visions, and we also know who we're catering to. And we sometimes, I'm just speaking from what I've seen and from my own experience, that we want everything to be done. And so we try to get it all done at once, and we kind of risk our sanity at the same time. And so one thing that I've been wanting to do, and I've started to do, and I've actually been writing right here before we started the episode, was just like, writing down the things that I want to do and get done, and then being realistic about my day. I had to come to terms with saying, Shayna, you can't fit everything in one day. And Candace is still working on this. I feel.
How did you know?
Because Candace, every time I talk to you, you're going somewhere, you're busy, you're doing something. You're like a doggone road runner. Find rest for your soul.
Well, the reason behind
you need to find this.
I'm learning that in this season that rest is very important, because like you said, I am on the go a lot. But I attribute a lot of that to being young, while I'm still full of energy, no children, no man. Holla at me, somebody. Just kidding. But, but having that freedom to get up and go, and it's a great thing. But like you said, it is important to rest. But I have also at the same time, I put a lot on my plate, and I'm like you, where I was at a point where I try to do everything in one day, and I convince myself, okay, I can accomplish all of this today, but not realizing, like, that's going to take a lot of energy.
I mean,
yeah.
You can, but you can't.
You're not going to. So prioritize what needs to be done first and accomplish. And I'll never forget my first year when I was a teacher, I had one of the veteran teachers in the building. There was a lot that was being asked of us by administration, and she was just like, basically like they want us to be an octopus. I wish I had more arms. I wish I had more hands, but I don't. But she said, Miss Foster, you just have to prioritize what's important and do what you can. Do what you can first. And then if there's a deadline that has to be met and you're late on it, so be it. Just prioritize the biggest things first. So I took that and I'm applying it to my personal life as well. Don't get so busy, or get bogged down by all the things that I need to accomplish. I got to do this. I got to do this. Got to do this. Just take it one step at a time, one task at a time. And I have found that it helps to plan your day. And I'll never forget this too, what your mom told me years ago. She always said, basically, like, wake up with a purpose. Like, wake up with something that you have planned to accomplish. Write down what you need to do. Make a checklist. And it really, honestly, it feels good to check off those things. Like, I have the reminders app in my phone that comes on your phone. I use that frequently because it helps me. And I love pressing that little red dot so I know that I've completed that task.
Even if it takes a month, it gets done.
Literally. Yeah.
That's where I am right now. I have a lot of stuff on my reminders app, but it feels very fulfilling when I can click complete it. And so my thing is actually trying to get that stuff done sooner than later because I have to keep changing the date on something because I haven't gotten there yet.
Yesterday
but just prioritizing, and it's okay if you can't get everything done. Just think about what is most important today. Before I lay my head down to sleep, what has to be done? What do I really want to see be completed on this day? And as long as that's done, all the other things, it's okay if it has to happen the next day or a week from now. Just one step at a time. And that's, for me, I don't want to say I'm a type A personality, but I really am particular about things. And I used to be really, really hard on myself because I wanted to accomplish so much. And then sometimes you get that thing to where you see other people your age getting a lot accomplished. And I'm like, how are they getting this done? I'm going to tell you something else. Don't be afraid to reach out for help or start passing things out, like giving it to somebody else. Even today, Candace helped me. I knew I had to set up for today's show, and I was trying to change my baby's diaper. I was trying to do some other things before I came on the show, and she just stepped up and got everything set up for us to get started. And that is so helpful. Like, it's okay to tell somebody, I need help for you to accomplish the task that you're trying to get done. It doesn't take anything from it, and you actually, it's just good. It's not a bad thing to just say, hey, I'm trying to do this. Do you mind helping me with this small task? Even if it's somebody like at work and you're working on something, and like I have somebody on my team, and I'm like, hey, do you mind just typing this in this system that we use for me, and I can come finish the rest? Or somebody will send an email for me, and so I can pick up from there, like helping one another to get those tasks done that you're prioritizing for that day to make sure it's a success. So that's just what I'm trying to take now from this month and next month into 2018 is prioritizing, seeing what my day is going to look like, being realistic with my day, and then seeing what I can get done that's not overwhelming me.
Y'all, 2018 is basically upon us. Can you believe that? Like, 2018 is basically here. It's Thanksgiving. We only have like a month till Christmas.
It's crazy.
And then the new year. I don't even think I ever did a vision list for 2017. I didn't update it like I should have.
Yeah, you know what? We did an episode at the beginning of 2017 about what we wanted to see. I think we should revisit it 2018 January and see what happened.
But I do remember, we do. That's a great idea. But what I do remember is both of us had the same word for 2017. Preparation. Shonda. And I do believe that the Lord used this year to prepare me. Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. And with thanksgiving, I'll be a living testimony.
Finish it. I don't know that.
For you. I think that's the words.
I tried to harmonize.
We actually sound good together.
She did some.
I be listening to other people. I can't harmonize.
You should just sang your note.
I'm trying, but when I hear other people, it'll be like, oh, I got to follow that note.
Oh, my God. No. So, anyway, if you're already watching, then you already know that you can follow us on Facebook, Sisterly Love Podcast. Of course, if you want to see our Facebook Lives, this is a place to turn your notifications on so you get everything that we post. If you just like to be on Twitter, we're on
Twitter at Sisterly Love Pod. P-O-D, short for podcast, at Sisterly Love Pod. We're also on Facebook. Just type in Sisterly Love. You'll find the pink logo, the 2 stick figures, and both of our heads on top of them. So, not hard to find.
You can subscribe on iTunes or any podcast app. If you have an Android, we should be pretty much everywhere. Google Play, Libsyn, iHeartRadio. And then if you want to hear something specific on the show, you can always email us at sisterlylovepodcast@gmail.com. Or you can also leave a comment, about what you like about the show, or what you thought about something, or about Candace's singing, whatever you want to do.
Speaking of Candace's singing, guess what my next segment, well, let's jump right into the next segment, because here we go.
Can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess it? Can you guess it?
All right, now this is the part of the show that Shayna has 3 opportunities to guess whatever dialogue I present from a TV show, a movie, maybe even a song. And speaking of singing, like I was saying earlier, today's Can You Guess It comes from a song. And I don't want to give too much away, so I'm going to see if you can figure this one out, Shayna. Are you
okay?
Ready?
Dang, calm down the mic, bruh.
Okay. Yesterday got a page and it said that my daddy died, but I couldn't cry. Had a fight long time ago by the liquor store. Said I didn't want to see your face no more. See, I know Pops was just a man, but how you hurt someone you love, I don't understand. Telephone rings, and what am I supposed to do? I just need to hear from you. Heaven, can you hear me? Father, can you help me? On my knees I'm praying. Please come through.
Is this Kirk Franklin?
World is slowly dying.
Oh, this is from the movie not Fighting Temptation.
That's one guess. Since I last talked to you.
Kingdom Come.
Yep, there you go. Okay.
But I don't remember the name of the song.
It's called Daddy's Song. It is one of the soundtracks from the movie that you guessed.
Kingdom Come. Yeah, Candace had this soundtrack from Kingdom Come from the movie. And she used to play it all the time.
First of all,
used to play it on the she did. Played it on the way to church sometimes too.
Yeah, we used to be like in the den, just playing that CD, singing along, dancing in the mirror. We had a real life like mind ministry from this.
I know that actually was pretty good. You were staying where you needed to be on the song.
I can sing. I think you sleeping on me. Give me a song.
Okay, let's see.
I got one. Here you go. Listen. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back. No turning back. Though none before me. That's another song we sing at church that I really like, and I feel like I be singing that song. How does it go? We sang it yesterday at the Source. I don't know. Anyway, here's another one that I can sing well. She behaved. Come on. Jesus, you are the center of my joy. Use my voice.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh, I'm getting emotional. Let me stop playing. All that's good and perfect comes from you.
It's okay. Wow. Jesus, you're the center of my joy.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Watch my hand because this is how all singers do. You are the center of my joy. My joy. My joy. My.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all have got to join us on Facebook Live so y'all can see.
Hey, Ashley, what's up, cuz?
Yo,
Miss Christine, what's up?
Turn your notifications on so you can catch us when we're doing this. It's a special treat. If you're following our Facebook page, you get to hear the podcast before it actually comes out. So, hello.
Oh,
what are you waiting on? Follow us on Facebook.
Oh,
but we're going to go ahead and wrap up the show because Candace is not going to stop. We will see you guys. We want y'all to have a happy Thanksgiving. Eat all the food you can and get ready because we're going to have New Year's resolutions. I'm sure in January we'll lose all that weight. But hey, hey girl. So until next time, we'll see y'all. Bye.
Squat.